RE/MAX closed more transactions.
Hi, I'm Taven,
I'm Andy.
and this is the Ask Taven and Andy show.
No,
Ask Andy and Taven
it's not.
show.
I'm the old guy, so
and
it's Ask Andy first. Age before beauty.
Speaking of that, I was talking to Andy the other day, and he was telling me how he moved into his very first home in 1918, and he still lives there.
Wait. Okay, so the old jokes, they're getting kind of stale. I mean, old. I mean, I know I actually shaved, this morning and got some of the gray hairs out. I could go with the Just for Men, but, it's too much trouble. I did not buy my first home in 1918. I bought a house that was built in 1918, and I still live in that house.
2018 is that?
Yes, it's a 100-year-old house, and I still live in said 100-year-old house. But I think we were discussing first-time home buyers and what it's like to be a first-time home buyer.
What was it like to walk up to that lot the first time before they built it? Seeing the lot, thinking about where you're going to put the house. Is that cool?
Yeah, the lake wasn't built at that point in time, so I lived close to Old Hickory Lake, and it was still the Cumberland River at that point in time because they had not dammed up, the lake at that. That was still, 30 plus years, in the making before they dammed up, the lake. So yeah, it was more pasture, more green space. I was not alive when this house was built in 1918. I just bought the house that was built in 1918.
Pretty good if you were 100, though.
I look pretty good if I was 100.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so
You'd be rocking.
Wow.
But first-time home buyers, what's it like to buy your first home?
Well, I mean, that experience, it was overwhelming. I didn't know anything. I wasn't a real estate agent at the time. I had been in the mortgage business, so I knew the financing side and everything from there, but I didn't know, all the inspection items to look through. I didn't know, to look through the tax records, how long had the person owned the house before me? Had they done any renovations? What went on in the house before me? Those research items, and some of those matter and some of those don't, but it's one of those, having a good advocate for you to help you through that process, and we like to think that we advocate, for first-time home buyers and sellers and any buyer for that matter and that kind of stuff. But it's a scary process. I mean, most people will buy. I think the average is 1 to 3 houses in a lifetime. So again, the fact that I live in the very first house that I bought in 1918, that I bought, essentially 20 years ago, I still live in that house. Most people, will buy and sell a couple of more, at that point in time, but maybe not. So this is a big investment for people, to buy. So helping them through the process, that's a big deal.
I feel like the key thing is having a plan. Sitting down, having a plan, having an agent that is a major advocate for you and actually genuinely cares about you and wants to build the relationship that needs to be built to be able to help you. I think that's key. Andy and I both got into real estate for very similar reasons, and that's because our first-time home buying experiences weren't great. And we felt that it could be done better, and that was a big driving factor that pushed us both into this industry. So, it's something that we're passionate about. I love working with first-time home buyers. So if you've been thinking about buying a home, considering buying a home right now, and you're just kind of on the fence, let's just sit down and meet. I'm willing to take 15 to 30 minutes, an hour, if need be. I've had first-time home buyer meetings go for an hour and a half, 2 hours before. I'm more than happy to sit down and meet with you and talk to you and put together a game plan. And what you'll find is you may be surprised that you're in a better position than you thought. And we can at least put together a roadmap and some steps to hit to get you to your end goal.
Absolutely. And that's it. Sometimes those plans that you have, maybe they're not completely thought out. Maybe, you know, if we put that against the experience level that we have, we can kind of show you, you know, here's some diversions, here's some roadblocks, here's some things that might happen, or help you from making those mistakes. You know, I mean, because I always think if I can stand on the shoulders of others, then I can see a whole lot more. You know, I can do more, you know, by looking through the history of things that have happened. So let us use that history and those sales that we've had in the past to help you, you know, make the great purchase that you're going to make.
I'm Taven.
I'm Andy. You can basically sign in to the links above.
Comments down below.
You can comment below.
There's nothing over there.
There's nothing on either side, you know, of the screen on there. It's all, you know, links up there, comments below on that. But keep your comments coming. This is the Ask Andy and Taven show, and we appreciate you.
Thanks for watching.